Think about all the irreplaceable moments on your computer, your kids' photos, important records, years of work, and memories. If your computer crashed today, how much would you lose? It happens every day, and it's completely preventable. That's why I use and recommend Carbonite, my #1 choice for cloud backup. Carbonite gives you unlimited automatic protection for everything that matters. It quietly backs up your photos and documents in the background, safely and privately. Carbonite is your ultimate backup plan. It keeps your files safe from the unexpected, accidental deletions, hard drive crashes, even spills or disasters. And if something does happen, recovery couldn't be easier. Just log in and restore everything with one click, even on a brand new computer. Here's a great exclusive Cyber Week offer just for you. Get 75% off Carbonite right now, but only when you go to Carbonite.com/Kim. That's Carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better life with Carbonite. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. This is a feel-good story. It's a happy story. Do you remember Ricki Lake?
Yeah, of course.
What was she big for?
Well, she had a talk show. Before that, she was an actress.
Okay.
I remember she was in that Crybaby movie with Johnny Depp.
Was that it?
Yeah.
She lost her home in the Palisades fire.
Right.
And she thought she lost all of the photos of the kids as they were growing up. And somebody randomly found a box of them for sale, a whole box of her family photos for sale for $20 at a flea market.
Who got a hold of her $20 box of photos?
One Instagram post later, they found their way back to her. But that was my question. Who's out there selling someone else's family pictures?
Where do you even get access to them?
Exactly.
When the house was being destroyed after the fire, did someone rob her?
I guess. But she said she's just happy that she has all of her pictures back of her kids.
That's cool. That is a feel-good story.
But what would you do if you found a box of family photos just sitting on the street?
Leave it.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
Yeah. I mean,
not my business. Not my problem.
Not going to pick it up and say, "Oh, I think I can make $20 off of this."
Is that Ricki Lake?
Yes, exactly. Hey, it's a Kim Komando Show because after all, it's the best show ever about all things digital. It's the biggest, it's the award-winning because I'm America's beloved digital goddess, Kim Komando. Joining me is Andrew Babinski, also my co-host and the co-host on the morning show on Phoenix, Arizona on 99.9 FM. And you can find us on over 425 top stations throughout the United States. We're streaming in your favorite radio app, so look us up there. And you can also get the show as a podcast, an audio podcast, as well as a video podcast. Just head over to youtube.com/Kim Komando, youtube.com/Kim Komando. You know, every single day of my life, rain, sunshine, snow, weekends, weekdays, holidays, it doesn't matter. I make sure that I know exactly what's happening in the tech space. And here are some things you need to know. We're going to talk first about Elon Musk. You know, he's the most searched person in Google for all of 2025.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he had kind of a mellow, out of the headlines last 6 months.
Who do you think's number 2?
Oh, probably Bezos.
Nope.
Kim Komando.
Mr. Beast.
Jimmy.
Who's number 3?
I don't know. I didn't get number 2. Do you think I'm automatically going to know 3?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift would have been my guess.
That's it. On the Katie Miller podcast, when asked who he looks up to the most, Elon Musk dropped a surprise answer. The creator. When pressed on what that means, he doubled down. He said, God is the creator. But he has a different view of God.
Wait a minute. Can I interrupt? Isn't this the same guy that says we live in a simulation or it's like an 85% chance?
He goes on to explain that God is the programmer, you're right, running a massive simulation where we are basically content trying to keep the rating so high that the computer does not get turned off. And when asked if the ratings were high right now, he said yes.
Sure.
Musk also said that he's culturally a Christian.
Okay.
Do you know what that means?
Nope.
What do you think it means?
It's like your everyday life, you act like a Christian, but when it comes to the hardcore beliefs of Christianity, you don't align.
Yes, he identifies with Christian values, traditions, and frameworks, but he doesn't believe in doctrines, professing your faith, or attending church.
Well, yeah, because if you think this is all a computer simulation, then you're not going to believe in Jesus and God and the Holy Ghost and all that stuff.
Well, he said, on the upside, he said he's not an atheist anymore.
Well, he believes in a A creator.
It's just a computer simulation.
Right, just a little bit different.
Little guy on top going, let's see what are they doing over there?
Control, Alt, Delete. There goes China.
Next, we talked about this on the current podcast this past week, how the trucker by the name of Jason Killinger walked into the Peppermill Casino for a break.
Yep.
Didn't even make it to the slots.
Well, actually, he was playing craps.
Oh, he was?
Yes. And then he decided he's going to go to another casino. And on his way out, he saw a blackjack machine. Who doesn't want to play blackjack? Sits down. Security immediately comes up to him and says, "Hey, Mike, you got to get out of here." And he's like, "I'm not Mike. My name's Jason."
Jason.
So he pulls out his ID, shows it to the security guard. Security guard's like, "Okay, thanks." Walks away. He's like, "Well, now it's time to leave." Walking towards the door, surrounded by police, taken to the ground, handcuffed, and brought to the back because they're calling cops because they believe his name was Mike, a man that was trespassed from that same casino a month prior for sleeping on premises. So the police show up, they get his ID, and they find out his ID does not say Mike. It says Jason because that's who he is. He's a UPS driver just wanting to play some craps.
Okay, yes.
But security says, "Listen, we have this AI software that is built into our casino and all our cameras, and it has a 100% match.
Yes,
This
100%.
is Mike and not Jason, and he's showing you a fake ID."
And so Jason gets booked?
Yeah, arrested, brought to the station. They fingerprint him. Guess what they find out when they fingerprint him? He's not Mike. He's Jason. The software was wrong.
And now Jason is thinking about buying UPS after the lawsuit.
Because what else happened is that the police department also has their own software. And when he was booked, since they didn't know who he was, they didn't know if it was Mike, a fake ID, it was Jason, they booked him as John Doe. But then they found out his ID that he was Jason, and the software automatically put his real name on the charges for breaking the trespass, and he had to go to court for those charges.
What a nightmare.
Thank goodness for artificial intelligence.
You know, I was at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Las Vegas.
You were the one?
Yes, the one. And I asked the security guard, I said, just help me out here. Like, which machine is the hot machine? Which machine is the one that's going to give me a big jackpot? And he looks at me and he goes, "That one." And it was the ATM machine. All right, a few tech updates for you. ChatGPT now has its own app store. That's right. Early launches include Apple Music. You can make playlists, find songs. DoorDash. You can plan meals, fill your card, buy stuff. OpenAI says more are going to come. Eventually, they might even make some money from it.
They're losing money off of them?
That's what they say right now.
Now, if I'm using, this is interesting. If I'm using the ChatGPT app, which I got through the Apple store, does then Apple get a portion of all the in-app purchases used?
You know, Apple normally takes 30%.
Right. It's a huge cut.
Yes. So, you know, who knows? I mean, Sam Altman could have called up Tim Cook and said, "Hey,
Made a little deal?
Timmy,
Sure.
little Timmy.
Your Apple AI stinks. We'll give you some tips and tricks if you let us sell inside the app."
I got so mad at Siri today. I just wanted to send a text. And I would say, "Siri, send a text."
Right.
And it would, it'd light up. Like, it's almost like it's teasing you. It lights up like, oh, she's going to do it. And then it goes, just.
Was this through your CarPlay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem.
Awful. Also, ChatGPT did a deal with Adobe. And so you can upload a photo, say what you want done, and it will actually do it. You don't have to spend that $250 a year for a Photoshop subscription anymore. You can just say, "Photoshop this."
So the generative fill feature is now going to be on, because when you put a photo in ChatGPT, if it's your image, it changes who is in the image because it's worried about identifying people and putting people in, circumstances where, you're using for fraud or something like that. So with this, that's going to change?
Yes.
Nice.
Although I will tell you, I put a picture of me and it put out this picture. I was like, damn, if I have put on a lot of makeup, I might look like that. Google Translate is the new translation champion. Smart enough to handle slang, idioms, and the live audio features. So it's almost like that universal translator that we've been promised all these years. Works on over 70 languages. You can have real-time conversation. And you don't have to use certain earbuds anymore. Only on Android.
Okay.
In 2026, it's coming to iPhone.
Okay.
But right now, it's only on Android. You just pick your language, hit start, and then it plays right in your ear. Take a listen.
Hello. Ah, tellement besoin de vacances.
I need a vacation, but I don't know where to go.
그럼 한국에 가봐. 서울에는 먹을 것도 많고
You should go to
볼 것도
Korea.
많잖아요.
There's
거기
lots
가면
of food and things
음식
to see in
좋아하잖아.
Seoul.
가면
说到美食，那中国可有太多了。
Actually, China has a lot too. You could go to Beijing for Peking duck. I think you'll really like it.
You know, that was in real time.
Do you think it would be hard to follow that? I mean, I know so many people that don't watch foreign films because of the voices dubbed over the top. They just can't. The fact that the mouth does
Doesn't
not
match.
align with the voice. It's very cool. It's very amazing. It might be hard, something you have to get used to.
I'm sure. And, you know, every year we get a story about the flying car.
Yeah.
Every year. That we're going to hit the road and hit the skies. And we don't have to sit in traffic anymore. Well, the time has finally come.
Yeah, they've said this like 1,000 times.
No. Aleph Aeronautics says it has officially started production of the Model A. You can see it right there on the screen. Describe it to everybody.
It looks like a photoshopped car that is flying above a neighborhood. There's dust underneath. I mean, there must be huge propellers or
Yes.
whatever underneath it because there's so much dust that it's creating.
Uses rotors.
And it basically went, I don't know, 30 yards. It kind of looks like the Batmobile.
It does. 'Cause
Without the branding.
Yes. It's not a pretty thing.
No, it's ugly.
It's not. It has hidden rotors instead of wings, which technically makes it a car, not a helicopter. The company says they already have about $1 billion in 3,500 pre-orders. It's going to sell for $300,000.
It doesn't go fast.
$300,000, which means these 3,500 people, they're going to learn what beta testing feels like at altitude. like
But I mean, watching the video, it doesn't go fast.
No, it
So if
goes-
you think you're going to fly over traffic, sure, you might, but you'd consider it and get there at the same time because it just goes so slow.
it did look so slow. I was expecting this thing to go like, voot, voot.
What about last year? We did this story on the show of the air taxis in San Francisco from downtown to the airport. Where are those? They got $1 billion in investment. They were supposed to be launching. No one's flying them. I don't see any news
Have you
story.
seen San Francisco lately?
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Flying cars are far away.
I would never get in one.
Would you get in a helicopter?
No.
Okay. Well, then that makes sense.
I mean, then they have in Miami, they were trying to do I forget the name of the company, Aerojet or something, where it looks like a big drone that you step in.
Would you get in that?
No,
But yet you trust airplane engines.
because there's two.
Okay.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but they've been flying airplanes for a really long time.
It's true.
You know,
It's true.
And they go up in the air, and then there's two little pilots up there. Love that. Love that.
I think maybe in 10 years when it's you'll start using the taxis,
I
the
think I
air
will.
taxis. I think you'll trust them.
I still won't even get in a Waymo.
That's true.
Okay, so there is that.
You still haven't yet?
No, but I'm thinking that when Ian comes into town, because that's what, that he and I are going to go for a Waymo ride.
I love it. I love Waymo so much. It's so cool.
All right, let's see. Coming up, we're going to talk about how you can skip the airport lines, how to talk to a real human instead of a chatbot, and then a poem that we wrote about the holidays using AI. That's just really fun. And of course, we have your great phone calls here on the Kim Commando Show.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, a holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
All right, it's the last weekend of the Christmas cash giveaway. Isn't that so sad?
Aww.
I know. This means, over the last 4 or 5 weeks, however long it's been going on, is that every caller who speaks with me here on the show, we've been giving up to a $500 Amazon gift card. And also every single day in the current newsletter, up to a $500 gift card. So there's still time for you to enter to win that $1,000 gift card by going to winfromkim.com. But again, this is your last chance to enter to win. Winfromkim.com.
I care about you, Kim. And
Yes.
so if you're having this desire to give people cash, I'm here. I'll accept it.
Oh, you're so sweet.
So once the show is over today, any day, just call me up and give me random stacks of cash.
This warms my heart.
I'm a good person.
This next call sounds like something straight out of a movie, but it's very real. A woman in Los Angeles ordered a driverless Waymo for her daughter, and when it arrived, there was a stranger stuck in the trunk.
Hi, Kim. Thank you for having me.
So walk us through that moment. When the Waymo pulled up, when did you realize that something was wrong?
When my daughter called me over and said someone's in the Waymo, in the trunk of the car. So I rushed right over to her and amazed to see someone was in the trunk of the car.
Well, we should clarify that when we say that there's a trunk in the car, you can see, it's not like the old type of trunks.
Yeah,
right?
it's a hatchback trunk.
Yeah, it's a hatchback.
Yeah.
And I actually looked at the video. So you see this guy's head popping up there.
When I was watching the video, you were like, what are you doing back there? And he said, they put me in here. Who is the they?
Exactly. I have no idea. I don't know to this day who put him up to it or who put him in there. It seems like it was a choice.
Yeah, for sure. To hop in.
And he couldn't get out? He was stuck in the hatchback there?
Yeah, he couldn't get out. So, with the Waymo features, you're able to access to unlock the doors or the trunk with your app or within the car on the screen that they have provided. During this whole situation, it was impossible for a while to even see the feature to open the trunk, and there was no communication with inside the Waymo with why the Waymo has just stalled and has not moved. And I couldn't get across that because I would have thought some kind of, someone would have came up on the speaker and said, "Hey, is there a problem? Can I help you?"
Yeah, exactly.
There was nothing.
Wow.
Thank goodness the police was coming down the street at the time, and we flagged them down, and they came back around and helped to assist the situation. But at that point, they were not able to get the trunk open, and then finally I was able to push the button, which at that point they had their guns drawn. They got the gentleman out the vehicle, put handcuffs on him, and then one officer went to run his information. The other one kept him inside and tried to figure out how did this happen? Why was he there? What was his story?
Was he arrested?
He was not arrested.
Okay.
That sounds so weird. So would you ever put your daughter in a driverless Waymo again?
No.
Yeah.
I tried, literally, I was feeling Waymo. The fact that no one would be in a vehicle with her. I can track her. She, I have tracking on her iPhone and whatnot. I know she's safe. The system has, the systems that are in place have failed somewhere. And we need to figure out where they failed.
Yeah, it's because one time I took a Waymo and a teenager got in the front seat in the driver passenger, and I was in the passenger car, and then there was two people in the back, and the car would not move, and automatically they come on. They're like, "Hey, a minor cannot be sitting in the front seat."
It's true. Yes.
Yeah.
So they don't want that, but they don't mind people in the trunk.
Maybe
I
there
guess.
needs to be a sensor in the trunk, like a weight sensor or something like that. Well, Lucky, thanks for coming on and telling your story. Let's see. It is the Christmas cash giveaway, so how about a $100 Amazon gift card going out to Lucky in Los Angeles? What a wild story, huh?
It's crazy. The video is crazy. Go look it up.
Okay, here's something that I wrote about in my newsletter the other day. This is an example of why you need to get my free newsletter called The Current at getkim.com.
Okay.
Because everybody has been astounded. They did not even know this, that at airports like Phoenix, New York, Minneapolis, Dallas, Denver, is that they are now letting you schedule time for you to go through the TSA line.
Oh, yeah, I've known that. I did it in Seattle. Seattle's like the worst airport ever, and you have to make an appointment.
So you can go online and you can book your time, and then you get a QR code. You go, eat, and then you go right to the front of the line.
What do you do with the QR code?
You go, ee.
Oh, okay.
That's the technical term.
It's very high tech.
So in case you want to see if it's available for your flight, because it's not available on all airports or all terminals, is that you just search for security reservation or clear reserve, and then it can save you some serious time. Let's see, Diane in Phoenix, Arizona, home of the Kim Komando Show. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm great. Welcome. So I understand that you have this not big fat Greek wedding you're going to, but a big Italian family reunion. Is that it?
We would like to have a big Italian family reunion, and we'd like to do it in Italy, and we'd like to, well, let me just start from the beginning with what I've got going on in terms of family. So I have a really big family. To give you an idea, my dad had 14 kids in his family. They all had between 3 and 7 kids. So I've got lots of aunts, uncles, and cousins who I want to all somehow bring together on whatever you suggest, and then go ahead and talk about where our family is from, talk about history, and what everybody knows, sort of collaborate information that I know some of my cousins have from doing genealogy. Some of us have just from looking up where we've wanted to go to visit the area.
So are you planning a big trip, or are you just trying to bring everybody together online?
I want to bring everybody together online, and some of them will go on the trip, and some of them will just probably enjoy it from afar because they can't travel or something like that.
Okay, all right, well, that makes sense. Okay.
We've got very varied abilities, though, in terms of technology. Very young people, very good at it, and then I have aunts who are 85 and 90 years old, and they have phones, but I don't know exactly how to bring us all together. And it could be Android, it could be iPhone.
Yeah, it's so you've got the whole gamut there.
Yeah.
So do you know how to cook?
I do.
Okay. So what's the Italian specialty that you make?
Lasagna.
And so
everybody loves my lasagna.
So what makes your lasagna the best? And do you use the no bake, the no boil lasagna noodles?
I do indeed, and my parents couldn't believe I was doing that, but I'm a little younger than them, and basically you don't need to boil them. I buy the fresh ones.
Oh.
That's what I would do.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Then how many layers do you have? Do you have 3 different layers, and you use ricotta, and you use beef, and what else do you put on there?
Uh-huh. You use ricotta and beef, and use many, many different kinds of cheeses. And my dad also makes one that's completely different, and it has things like Italian meats in it, like salami and a pepperoni and cheese, and it's just and hard-boiled egg that's cut up. It's very different.
Wow!
Always it's layered. Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
I'm in Phoenix, so if we get a good answer here, you might get a tray of lasagna.
Well, I was kind of hoping, but I didn't want to go there that far.
Pressure's on, though.
If the answer's right, I get lasagna.
If you give a bad answer, she's just going to give you spaghetti and butter.
Not even the butter. Just the box, not even the fresh spaghetti.
Pressure's on, Commando.
Oh, my gosh. Well, you could set up a private group on Facebook.
Okay.
And because everybody is on Facebook, and for your older aunts and uncles, Facebook is so easy to use. It's ridiculous, and you might even be able to just do a little how-to video to get that done. Now, if you want something that's more private, there's a place called Family Wall, and they have an app too. And Family Wall lets you create different folders for different branches of the family tree. It also has a built-in calendar and to-do lists. It works on the web, iPhone, Android, but it could be a place where you could actually plan this trip as well, because that trip is going to be amazing. Now, in order to really plan the trip, there's an app that's perfect for group travel called Wanderlog, and that's Wander and LOG. And what's nice is that you can drop pins on a map, and then everybody can see where on the map that they should be going. They can also suggest spots. That has built-in ways to, say, split your bills, and then you could also assign captains. And so with all these people, you're going to want to have not just you in charge, right? You're going to want to have different captains that could be in charge of certain branches of this family tree. But the other thing that might be kind of cool is that with all these people, they probably have photos, right? And photos of the old country. And so, so what might be kind of fun is when you get into like Family Wall or you get into Facebook is you ask people to scan their photos and then to say where they are, where this photo may be located. Then you can use Google Maps to see what it looks like now. And in addition to that, it would be kind of great for somebody to be holding this photo from, say, 1910 and standing in that same spot, because you know as well as I do that when you get into these little villages in Italy, they really haven't changed very much.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So,
and I think this family wall sounds wonderful.
So
maybe it's even going to work better than Facebook, because I know some of my cousins are locked out of Facebook.
Oh, well then
they forgot their passwords and stuff.
So you might want to try Family Wall. So am I getting the lasagna?
Is it lasagna worthy answer?
I'm just wondering. Am I gonna? And because if you're gonna give the lasagna, I might give up making the turkey for Christmas Day if I know I'm getting like a great authentic Italian lasagna.
If it's coming that soon, you're going to give up the turkey for it. Okay.
No, that's okay.
Get to work, Diane.
No, I'm just teasing you.
I'm going to have to add that to my list of to-dos for the holidays.
No, that's okay. We don't, you know what? It's all right. We don't need to eat. Don't feel guilty. It's all right.
You are looking pretty thin, Kim.
You know what? Have you noticed?
Yeah, malnourished actually is the way I would like to describe it.
My cheeks are going around like that.
It's just gunked.
Diane, thanks for your call. Thanks for your kind words. A $200 gift card is going out to you in Phoenix, Arizona. I do love lasagna. I always wondered about the no boil.
But she's using fresh. She's not using the no boil.
No, she was saying that her parents said, you shouldn't be using that, but then she did, and they couldn't tell the difference.
I always boil my lasagna noodles. What does it take? 10 extra minutes? You salt the water, you flavor the noodles. It makes sense.
No boil. You put it right in there.
You're just lazy.
Sometimes. So there's another story that I wrote this past week for the newsletter called The Current, and it also got thousands and thousands and thousands of comments, literally. Thousands and thousands and thousands. It was all about how when you are trying to get help at customer service, and it's now all AI bots.
Right.
What do you have to say to get through? What do you have to say?
You have to follow the prompts and wait your turn until you finally find. I just yell agent. It doesn't seem to work, though.
Now, you can, if you want to yell, it's called, if you want to yell, you say supervisor.
Supervisor, not agent. Okay.
Or you want to say, I want to cancel.
Cancel, yeah. They don't want to lose your money. They're going to push you right to the top.
Or I'm returning your call. And the AI goes, returning what call?
Yeah. Okay. Who are you? What do you mean? Okay. I got to get you to your human. I don't know what to do.
Or you can just speak gibberish. Like, rah, 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 rah.
Oh.
And then it's like, where do you
But does it ask you to repeat yourself like 5 or 6 times when you're speaking your gibberish before it sends you to a person?
Okay. Another thing you do is say sales.
Yeah, well, that's money.
So that's always something. They have a term for it. It's done on purpose. It's called frustration AI. They're hoping that you're just going to hang up. That's it.
Of course. Yeah, they don't want to deal with you.
All right. We have more of your phone calls coming right up here on the Kim Komando Show.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Troy in Ogden, Utah. You're up next. What's going on with you today, my man?
Hi, Kim. So I've got a weird one. My sister, her married name is Noe, N-O-E.
Okay.
And a couple of years ago, I started having trouble with voice recognition. That anytime I said no, especially just one word, it would think I was saying her name, N-O-E. Mm-hmm. You could tell because it was printing it out, And things like Android Auto they're not smart enough to figure out from context that I mean negative, So it would just misunderstand. It wouldn't know what that was.
Okay.
And so I started having to say negative or something like that instead.
Call the negative sister.
yeah, right. Negative. So I just want to get my no back, Kim.
Well, that's gonna confuse AI. I mean, it can't even draw me without 3 legs, so I don't know how you expect.
I have a similar problem. Every single time I type great, G-R-E-A-T, my phone corrects it to Greta, capital G-R-E-T-A. Every single time.
What? I think somebody's pulling a prank on you.
Oh, it drives me insane.
Because they got into your phone settings, and they said whenever he types great, just automatically change. It's like when you say OMW goes to on my way. So somebody might have done a shortcut with that. Now, as far as her unfortunate last name, did she marry into that, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a negative.
That's the appropriate response.
I do appreciate your humor, Kim. I really do. No matter what the big guy next door says.
You should. You'd think that he'd be used to it by now. We've only known each other for 20 years.
Still disgusted by it every single week.
I know. He still looks at me like, "Oh, I can't believe she said that." It's going to be really difficult for you to tell AI, Android Auto, even if you're on a CarPlay, anybody to say that when you say call no, that it's going to try to figure out what it is. I think your best bet is to go into your contacts, into the settings for her, and then underneath where it says nickname, is that you can say call. Like I have this problem with Joe on my phone. One of my dearest friends in Santa Barbara, her name is Joe. Okay. Her name's Joe Ellen, to be exact. And then I also have in my contacts Joe Pags. Joe's on 150 radio stations. Okay. So every time I would say call Joe, it would call Joe Pags, and then Joe be like, "What do you need? What's going on? You want to come on the show?" I'm like, "No." It's like, but I don't need anything. I'm sorry. I was trying to call my friend Joe. So I had to change it to be, so there's Joe Pags, and now there's JoJo. So if I say call JoJo, that I get JoJo in Santa Barbara. So I think if you go into contacts and settings, is that, was there like a nickname for your sister that maybe your mom or dad had that she hated?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because unless it was snorting laughter, and I don't think that was it. Oh, because my sisters used to call me Kimberly Ann is fat in the can.
Wow.
I know. No, I'm like,
it's brutal.
It is brutal.
No wonder you go work out every single day.
I do.
Childhood trauma.
That's why I need that lasagna. I need to eat something. So seriously,
they would use her middle name sometimes,
Yeah, so I think that's what I would do. Is I would just change it to something that will make sense to you.
Is her middle name Yes?
No, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
That would be weird.
So you just say under nickname sister, right? So you could say call sister instead of call no, and then you could just avoid the whole thing, because sometimes we have to be smarter than the machine. And this is an example of it. So, Troy, thanks for your call today. And how about a $100 gift cards going out to you, because it's our Christmas cash giveaway. Stay right where you are. I have a special poem I'm going to share with you about the holidays. Hey, if you're not already following me on social media, let me tell you, you're just missing out. I post videos, some tech tips, some behind the scenes that you're definitely not going to want to miss. And you're going to find me all over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or X. Just search for Kim Komando. And every time you watch a video, you're telling the algorithm, hey, I really like her. So keep watching and make sure, especially on YouTube, that you subscribe to my channel so that this way you get an alert every single time that we go live, because we do podcasts and we have specials and we've got a lot of shorts. There's a lot of fun stuff that happens over on our YouTube channel. We've got over, we have over 100,000 followers right now. So that's the most important one to me, youtube.com/Kim Komando. All right, since it's the holidays, I asked Gemini to write us a little poem. The snow was falling, night was cold, and Santa's smart sleigh was getting old. The screen went dark, the router was dead. I need IT help, the big man said. His GPS failed in the freezing so he tiled up the Kim Komando show. Kim picked up fast with a plan in mind. We'll leave no digital footprint behind. We'll encrypt the list and secure the toys, protecting the data of the girls and boys. Then Andrew laughed with a festive grin. Ho, ho, ho. But first, did you plug the modem in? They patched the code and cleared the queue with a tech-tick hack and a restart too. Now the sleigh flies high with a 5G glow, thanks to the Kim Komando show. And just a reminder, you can enter to win some Christmas cash. It's your last chance at winfromkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry, there's another hour coming up.